NFL mailbag time. First question's coming in from Show Me Those Jimmies. Get a picture. Will Earl Thomas play this year? And if yes, then who will sign him? So make sure that you guys continue to use hashtag NFL or Super Chat to get on the show. So show me those Jimmies. Is Earl Thomas going to play this year?
I think someone will eventually gamble on Earl Thomas. I'm not convinced it is a surefire thing as some out there seem to think.
Okay.
Looking at you guys, Cowboys fans. I know the vested veteran window is about to close after week 1, which will make it easier for teams to add Earl Thomas and reduce some of their risk. It is significant that as good as Earl Thomas has been in his time in the NFL, that nobody signed him.
Yeah.
Those are some significant off-the-field concerns for Earl Thomas. That is a major, major red flag right there. I don't think that's something teams are taking lightly, and that's a big reason why he's still unsigned.
So will Earl Thomas play this season? Give me a Y for yes, or I want you to give me an N for no. I'm going to type my Y for yes because he is a talented player, and we have learned time in and time out that when you are talented, NFL teams will find a spot for you. I see Yeatings is typing Y, James is typing Y, Jason Ozzie is going to type his N for no. Are you typing your Y for yes?
I'm going to type in my Y. I think at some point a team makes the addition for Earl Thomas. I just don't know who or even when at this point.
Roger Dodger, I've been saying Eric Reid over Earl Thomas. Thoughts? My Cowboys are going to be just fine.
I've said stuff similar in the past. If you don't want to deal with the off the field stuff,
yeah,
Eric Reid makes sense. And especially with Leighton Vander Esch now out, you're looking for someone who can be a better tackler for you, can help out at linebacker in a pinch, can play around the box. I think Eric Reid helps you stop the run.
Yeah.
Something he didn't do great against the Rams in week 1. So from a high-end impact standpoint, of course, Earl Thomas is better. From where this Cowboys team is at from a locker room perspective, I'm inclined to think Eric Reid, although there must be something wrong with Eric Reid. It's like 4 years in a row that we've done this where looking around for Eric Reid, who's going to sign him? Is anyone going to sign Eric Reid? And no one's done it, or at least not for the money he deserves. Got cut by the Panthers. No one's picked him up. Maybe there's just something off with him, or maybe I'm overestimating his ability.
So predict it. Earl Thomas, who's going to end up signing him? I want you to look into your crystal ball. Try to think about all the needs. You watched all the games from NFL Week 1. Which team is going to go out and sign Earl Thomas? Here are some potential fits, Tom. Tell me why these are your 5 teams.
I'll go rapid fire here. Cowboys, you don't need an explanation. Everyone knows it by now. Browns lost Grant Delpit. They could be in a urgent, let's try and add a splash addition on defense because it needs it. The Falcons have a connection with Dan Quinn. Houston Texans, I think they need another safety to pair with Justin Reed. Might be a bit of an overlap in terms of fit. Both those guys better at free safeties, but you can find a way to make it work. And the Raiders need another safety in a big, big way. Eric Harris did not look very good in week 1. Might make more sense to go out and try and get aggressive at Earl Thomas.
You're watching right now NFL Daily by Chat Sports, and this is our live mailbag. If you want to be featured on our live mailbag, subscribe right now. It costs absolutely nothing, and it's going to be free for the next 365 days out of the year. We cover the latest news, rumors, and if Earl Thomas signs, I promise you one thing, we're going to be making a video around it. So make sure you click that big red button. Make sure you join our live shows every Monday and Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Turn on those noties so every single time we do drop a video, y'all can see it. OT, what's up? If the Browns stink after a couple weeks, could they possibly trade Landry to the 49ers? If so, how much would it cost? Interesting question here.
It's interesting because
surprised you didn't say OBJ.
That would be, yeah, first off, yes. Shocker, it's not
Salute to you.
That would kind of be a bit of a punting situation for the Browns, which not sure that's a path they really want to take right now. It would be expensive for San Francisco. Landry's base salary is $13 million, so you can divide by 16 and then figure out how many games there would be left at that point. We'll just cut it in half for easy math. We'll say 7.5 or so, or not 7.5, 6.5 or so, because I can't do math. That might be a little bit too much for San Francisco.
Okay.
But if they're still desperate for receiver help, I do think Landry would fit. But again, how many slot guys do you want? I think that Landry and Debo and Ayuk are all best in slot, which is fine. Might not be the perfect fit for the Niners, but Shanahan could make it work.
Super chat time coming in from Jack Bishop. Will this be Carr's comeback season? He managed the game well, threw deep. I'd like to see the Raiders throw it a bit more, though. Honestly, I think Derek Carr did exactly what he needed to be able to do to win that football game. And you're looking at a Carolina Panthers team last season, Tom. They gave up 5.2 yards per carry, 31 rushing touchdowns, and now you don't have Luke Kuechly, and they lost Eric Reid. The fact that they ran the football with Josh Jacobs, that's how they needed to win that game. I also thought it was smart that they ran because you needed to keep the defense off the field. Did Derek look good and he threw the ball downfield? Yes. But I also think they stopped throwing the ball downfield because Henry Ruggs got banged up. But is this going to be his comeback season? For me, I've been saying 26 touchdowns, 6 INTs, about 4,200 yards. So career year, yes. But the Raiders...
So I found the stat here about Derek Carr. The first 15 plays, which is often scripted, the average depth of target for Derek Carr was 17.4 yards. Significantly higher than what he's done in the past, and was actually second highest in the NFL this year. And I wonder if it was the script or if it was because Ruggs got hurt. After those first 15 plays, it was 3.9, lowest in the NFL, and it was right back to the old Derek Carr. So maybe it was Ruggs, maybe it wasn't, but the first 15 second half was very different for Carr.
Let's go to Earl. Appreciate the super chat. I'm sorry for this, but Dak for Derek Carr and draft choice. Then you have money for Adams and a tight end.
No. I get where you're coming from. You're playing the money game. You save a lot. Yeah. Here's the problem. Jamal Adams is going to be super expensive. I doubt the Seahawks are going to really try and let him walk so easily.
Yep.
You can get Adams in a tight end, but you can't get Jamal Adams till next year at the earliest because Seattle's not going to trade him away at any time soon. The tight end, in theory, Jarwin might be healthy, but you can get a tight end if you want to go that route too. I don't know what big money tight end you're going to find that's going to be available. And Derek Carr isn't as good as Dak Prescott. Guys, I don't know why I have to say this. I'm not getting worse at the most important position. I will try to find an upgrade if I can. Sure, I'm all for that. But trading away a quarterback in Dak Prescott for a lesser one in Derek Carr so I can get a tight end and a safety, that's not something I want to explore. I don't think that makes a lot of sense for the Cowboys.
James Johnson, will the Vikings win 10 games or 8? So no in between, just 10 or 8.
Of the two, I will take 8.
I'll tell you what, man. They played bad. That defense did not look good whatsoever. The offense, I thought, played okay. A lot of garbage time points, yards, if you will.
I thought the play calling for the Vikings was really bad.
Safe.
Like this, it wasn't even safe. It was just foolish.
Cowardly?
Like, sure, cowardly. This is a quarterback in Kirk Cousins who historically has been awesome on play action. Play action just works.
Yeah.
It is an effective play. It makes life easier on your quarterback. Cousins, one of the best play action quarterbacks in the NFL. They didn't use it. You paid Dalvin Cook. You have a good ground game. Use the play action. I thought that was a huge problem for Minnesota. Yeah, they scored 24 in the fourth quarter. It was over by then. Like, they weren't going to come back. So, unless the offense gets going and the defense shows they can actually stop the pass at all, it might not even be 8.
Now, I'm not going to say the Vikings are the worst team after week 1. But
no, they're not.
They didn't play well. But I will say this, you can't say that it's the Jacksonville Jaguars anymore.
You can't.
Because they won. Also, the Washington football team. They got to win. So after week 1, who is the worst team in the National Football League? I'm very, very curious on what you guys have to say about this. My vote, the New York Jets.
I'm going to go the Jets as well. I've been pretty low on them. I think I had them 30th or maybe 29th in our pre-week 1 power rankings. You'll see what happens for our after week 1 power rankings, but I'm on board with you. The Jets, I don't think, are very good.
Next question coming in from Gia. How was Cam Newton, you think? Can New England make the wild card this year? Already looking like a front runner for comeback player of the year. Front runner, yes. Also,
first off, Alex Smith already won the award. Sorry.
No, I think
he automatically wins it.
Sorry, I don't think
he takes a snap. He wins.
That's not how it's going to work.
That's the rule.
So Cam Newton, 15-19, 150 yards through the air. Didn't throw a passing touchdown. Did though have 75 rushing, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, they ran the ball 42 times against the Dolphins.
271.
This is legitimately almost a wishbone offense. Like, it is so different than what we saw last year. It's actually really fun and fascinating for me to see. They had a lot of design runs for Cam Newton. The Patriots are not going to win games scoring 40 points unless the defense contributes a lot to that. But that defense looked really good. That's a key factor for this team. Yeah, they lost some pieces on both sides of the ball. I do think the Patriots here are going to be a potential threat to make it as a wild card. Remember, they added an extra wild card spot this year. So, yeah, I think you might see Newton in the mix.
Next question coming in from Patrick. Does Paul Gunther get replaced by Ron Marinelli this year? I'll tell you what, if the defense continues to play the way it did, it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. One of the reasons why the Raiders did bring in Rod Marinelli is because John has confidence in him to really be able to take over the defense. But I've been saying it for a while. Yeah, I do think that there is going to be a point this year where it's going to be fire Paul Gunther, bring in Rod Marinelli, because the defense for the Raiders the Raiders' defense this past week did not look good.
Both those phrases were correct.
Yeah, it was ugly. Got a new deal going.
A bunch of new hoodies, too.
Bunch of new ones. Chatsports.com/NFL hoodie is how you're going to be able to get one of these bad boys. Over 25% off, but they are for a limited time for all teams. And I will say this is a missed opportunity. The New England ones have sleeves.
But there's a blue sleeve difference right there. You can just cut it. They gave you the line to cut it. They're making it easy on you.
Well, I would say I wouldn't recommend cutting these hoodies. They are very high quality, and they'd probably break your scissors if you tried to do it. You can go to chatsports.com/.
Not how clothes work.
Oh, they are that high quality.
Not how
I'm telling you.
work.
The link is available in the comments and in the description. Rep your favorite team. Fall is right around the corner. That's also why football season's here. It's about to get a little bit chillier. Make sure that you're staying warm and repping your favorite team. NFL hoodies up to 27% off. Chatsports.com/NFL hoodie. All right, we got Tom's burner account here. Tom, how do you feel going against the Ravens with that defense?
I assume this is about the Cowboys. I don't really know who else, what team this would be about, but I'll answer from a general perspective. The Ravens are going to be a tough team for every matchup.
Correct.
That is a really good offense, guys.
Imagine being the Houston Texans. You're like, all right, we just dealt with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Oh, wait, now we got to go up against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens.
That's a good offense. They are dynamic. They are dangerous. They are deadly. They are the killer D's there. They're going to be a tough out every single week. That is a damn good offense.
Yo, Squiggly Man with that super chat. What should the Cowboys do to improve play calling on defense and offense?
Defense, I think they kind of got set up for failure against a really good offensive mind in Sean McVay. They used screens, they used misdirection, they used eye candy to simply distract the defense, and it worked really well. Offensively, that was a dialed-back offense. I didn't love it. I think it was because Terrence Steele, an undrafted rookie, was the right tackle. I think get healthy on the offensive line, have more time for Dak Prescott, trust the offensive line, you might end up with some better results, but they have to be more aggressive overall.